Hello again. This will be my first log on my journey into the Omniverse. I currently am recording this on board the ship that we took. So far, we've already met several species past these few days. Such a tiring work. Didn't think that exploring this far out into space would be this tiring. We managed to get intel on different species. One such species, called the Elder species, or the First Elders, I took particular interest in. I wanted to see these Elder species, so I couldn't see them, but I managed to get details on them, writing details. So I took notes, made sure I could find any ruins I could find, and I also have some artifacts with me, but sadly, due to the recording stature, I cannot show. The species, the first one, we called henceforth the Vigarions. I do not know what they look like in a physical stance, but I do know descriptions, sort of descriptions, what I could find on writing walls and old texts, or data pads that we could scavenge from ruins. According to them, the Vigarions are a sort of 7-clan or 7 species or races based species, reptilian in nature in most cases, but each race is of a particular creature form. According to the records, they are humanoid in most nature, but they have, that is according to them, not their true form. According to them, they have a sort of creature form. Now, I do not know most of their species, but there's one common species that they call the Leviathan, or the 7th form. This large, gigantic form, I do not know the size. According to them, it would be 500 meters. And, I took interest. I wanted to explore more. So I continued my studies, my work. And, of course, maybe down here. If I can find the paper. Sadly, my room here, my office, I should call it an office, it's a bit of a mess. All these relics here, and a few drinks. Hopefully it doesn't make a mess. This ship is amazing. I want to continue exploring the stars, so I will. But I will go on with the history of the Vigarions. First, their biology. According to their biology, they're mostly 2 meters tall, and sometimes they can grow their forms, make themselves taller, to match their creature forms. But according to them, their creature forms, when they're transforming, it's painful in a way. I do not know how painful, but I rather not figure out for myself. So I found more. According to the details, you can find out what they're Vigarian due to their reptilian-like features, their eyes, and their scales on their bodies. Sometimes they even have tails or horns on their head. And their blood is apparently purple. I do not know why at first. According to them, it says that is pure iridium, or the crystal stuff that we found on Earth, that we managed to use to power this ship. Now off to their history. According to them, they lived for 1 quintillion years, their species has. And through those years, they gained much of their history. According to them, they are a warrior-based species, clan-based and warrior-based, with a sort of caste system, but it seems to be species-wise instead of clan or heretical-wise. So I will have to check that out on my list. That, or I would have to look further into it. As for their history in their culture, according to them, they have many different trials before adulthood. Children are sent to these trials at a young age to compete. Sometimes they do not make it back on these trials, and sometimes they do. According to them, they supposedly believe in a higher power. It's not surprised any species would have a sort of religion, but they are sort of heretical, or well, I don't know the words to say about it, but according to them, they believe in their creator as much as they would believe in that the grass is green. They believe that they can see their creator. They believe that their creator created them specifically for war, hence why they are known as the demigods of war, or something like that. But I wouldn't believe most of it. It's just theories according to what I found. But theories usually come up with facts, so I will keep that in mind next time we meet their species. Next time. Well, if there's a next time. As for their position and in this sort of Omni Empire, as the Elder species, they founded many factions. First was the Vigarion militant. Then, according to them, it's the 3-star alliance, or 4-star, according to history books. Then the 5 legions, the unification, the Dimensional Alliance, and the Confederation, the Imperium, and now the Omni Empire. A lot of history, a lot of history and factions, but I will continue my research, and hopefully, when I get around to it, I could get to know the other species. Because according to them, the other species, known as the Elder species, are just as mysterious as them. According to my records, I will continue finding them. And when I do, I will put it in my several other logs. Until then, this was Arthur. I'm trying to use a Vigarian name to see if I can use it for a mixed human one. But hey, I think I can make it manage. Till then, and log.